Hi everyone, it's Jolene and I'm doing Mills Combat, and I'm not going to tell you what day because I just have lost track. I know I'm on week 5 and I'm on day 2. Let's just leave it at that. It's day 20 something. Very interesting discussion with my daughter last night. Studying for a science test, and one of the questions was about Americans and how much food they purchase. I figured our grocery bills here in the United States would be through the roof. Apparently, we do not have the highest amount in terms of food that we buy at a grocery store. And yet, the other statistic we talked about from her homework was that Americans are on the higher end of the obese levels in the world and technically are consuming more food than they should be at meals. So we had a great discussion about that, and I said, so Harper, where are they getting this food then? And she said, I believe the majority of our country just eats out and they're not cooking. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, nutrition is such a hard part. For all of us that are doing these programs, we're handed these nutrition guides. We immediately flip them open and go, well, I don't eat like that. And then we chuck it. And yet there are some really wonderful recipes in there, but yet maybe we ignore or avoid them because we're just not used to shopping and we're not used to cooking anymore. Very interesting. Another story from a friend of mine who writes a blog. I have to be careful because I worked out my underwear today and I don't want you to see it. She has a really large family, and she was checking out at the grocery store, so there were a lot of items on the cart, and a woman behind her just had a few items, and she said, wow, you must really like to cook. And the woman said, well, I have a large family, and, this is, to make our meals. And the woman said, you mean you're going to use all that food and actually you're going to cook meals? And my friend goes, well, yeah, it's a lot cheaper than eating out. And the woman goes, you don't eat out? And this is a big family. And she goes, no, we really don't eat out. And she goes, you don't eat out? I mean, she just kept going. You mean you're going to cook? You're going to use all that food? And I thought, really? So let's look at both of those for a minute. Do we not know how to shop in the store? Have stores become so large that it's just really overwhelming for us to go in and actually know what types of foods to buy in order to prepare healthy meals for our family? Do we then just resort to the pizza and the carryout because it's easier, because of the fast pace of our lives? Whatever the issue is, the statistics are showing that we're eating out more, our bodies are getting larger, our health is getting worse, and we're not spending the amount in the grocery store that other countries are. And their obesity rates are lower. So, not that I'm going to make any great big ha-ha moments today, but I will encourage you in this. Here's my tip of the day. If you have a nutrition guide with your program, first of all, it's there because it's supposed to be read. Okay. Go through it. Find some recipes that you think you and your family would enjoy. You can substitute. If they don't want pork, then get some chicken. If they don't want red meat, then get some pork. Go ahead and make some logical substitutions, but at least take a look at these nutrition guides because they are providing you with some easy recipes. You are going to have to plan a menu. You are going to have to write a list of things you need to get at the store. You are going to have to go to the store and buy these things. But if you're trying to retrain your habits in all areas, meaning physical, and also just in the way that you eat with your family, this is another thing you're going to have to relearn. So my tip of the day is don't ignore your guide, okay? And begin to think about meals that you can make for your family that are going to be healthy for them, sustain them, give them the energy and the nutrients that you want them to have as well as yourself. You're going to have to cook real food. Take care. Bye-bye.